Hey, what's going on? Aaron Murray with the boys, TPL, the Players Lounge Letterman edition, breaking down what we saw yesterday. Dogs taking care of business versus Tennessee. Let me introduce everyone. We got Tavares King, Nosha Moreno, Ben Jones, and then our resident defensive player, Brandon Boykin, back on the show because that defense, we have questions that need to be answered. We speculate a lot from offensive guys, but we needed our defense guy back in there to give us some answers of why the hell can't the Dogs stop anyone on the first possession of a game?
Can't do it. Just can't
We're going to figure that out tonight. Us five, we're going to figure out the problem tonight. We appreciate everyone jumping in the stream. Share with your friends. Like this. Hit the thumbs up. We got a lot of great content coming out this week from our current student athletes. Malachi Starks just shot a show earlier today with Jacob Miles. That show will come out tomorrow. Jackson Meeks and Javon Bullard will shoot their show tomorrow. That will come out on probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And Warren Brinson will shoot his show tomorrow. That will come out probably on Thursday. So a lot of great content coming out from obviously us Letterman and the current student athletes at Georgia. So make sure you subscribe, show them some love, show us some love, hit that thumbs up button. And let's get the show on the road. Hopefully some big news next weekend too. We're thinking of maybe a live show in Atlanta for SEC Championship weekend. So all in the works right now. Fellas, what's up? How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday night.
Go Dogs.
Yeah.
Hey, it's great to work Tennessee when you live in Tennessee. Oh, that's nice. Thank y'all. Thank you, boys.
Yeah, man. Good night. Good night. Good night. Great weekend, obviously, for the Dogs. So, yeah.
Ben, you got a bunch of Georgia Tennessee fans in your neighborhood? Are you like in the country, but like your surrounding homes are like Tennessee flags everywhere?
No, Nashville's kind of like a pocket of everything. Like next door, they're like diehard, like pro Bears fans. You got Vandy fans. You got every Ole Miss. But if you go to the outskirts of the city, it is diehard Tennessee. But I'm kind of more toward the city, so you get like people move in from all over.
No, Sean, did you know who Dolly Parton was?
That sounds familiar. Oh, did she come out with? She came out with what's that? Yeah. Country
How old do you think she is?
Dolly got to be.
I looked it up.
70-something, 80-something.
I was watching the game, dog. I couldn't hear it because I think I was like trying to put my daughter down or something. But I feel like they were showing Dolly Parton way too much. No disrespect, but like,
77.
She was on the screen a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't want to the Tennessee fans. You got to show something better.
Yeah, they need something good to show them.
At least Payton was with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
TK, how old is she? TK
77. Dolly Parton is 77 years old.
She looked good.
She does look good.
77.
Yeah.
7.
Don't laugh. You know that's like your dream girl, Ben. It's all said and done.
Oh,
Sweet Jones, that's you. That's your speed right there. That's
let's not start the show like this. Last week y'all was talking about dicks.
Murray was talking about dicks.
We got to censor that. We can't put that on YouTube, huh?
Murray was
like Dollywood.
Murray was talking about a house of them.
House of dicks.
We lost Noshan.
Oh, Noshan gone. Oh, we'll get Noshan back. Noshan, like I can't deal with that again this week. All right, let's get into the game. All right, let's bring Noshan back into the fold here.
I don't know what's up with my Jones. My fault.
Damn, you look like your camera looks rough. Noshan.
Yeah, that's the rough one right there. That's the reezy.
Smoke out your camera.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't know what's up. I'm gonna get a new one. I'm gonna get that Murray Jones. I know you got a nice camera.
All right, here we go. First, we're gonna go to the comments. Make sure everyone drops a comment in the chat. So the goal of tonight, we're going to obviously talk about the game versus Tennessee, what we saw, what we feel about Georgia, both sides of the football. We'll look ahead to Thanksgiving, some of our favorite Thanksgiving stories while being Bulldogs, and then obviously the game versus Georgia Tech. So that's kind of the run of show here for the next 30 or so minutes. But first question from Connor Anderson. For Brandon, why, in all caps here, like my man's pissed off, why does defense give up a touchdown on the first drive? It seems like every single game.
Yeah, Connor. I think it's, just to show that we're human, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to show we're human. No, but in reality, I said this to Aaron every week that like obviously the first 10 plays of every opponent's team game is going to be scripted, right? So they're going to give you their best 10 plays. Now, after that 10, like the way the game goes, it completely changes the game plan. But those first 10 going to be the best ones. And so I just chalk it up to them giving us their best shot, and we're not really settled in yet. And like that's just been kind of the identity. But like the identity has also been that they settle down, like we see. And Kirby and his staff and Schumann, and like they're the best in the country at making adjustments. Not just halftime adjustments, but adjustments after a score. Because like we don't typically see a team score on us or even get down the field the same way that they did. And so I like it. I love that. Like we get challenged and you get to see like it play out live of us making adjustments and changing the game plan for our playmakers to be in the best position to stop them. Every game it happens. So
it's good for betting, guys. That's what you just wait till after the first drive, then you bet.
This wasn't like this wasn't a scripted 10 plays. It's the first 10 play of the game. Like I barely got in my car and put on the game, and all of a sudden 7-0. I was like,
all it was one backer didn't fit right.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it was it CJ Allen?
He froze.
He had a couple busts in the game too, if we're being honest.
He's
but
young
I mean,
still.
That's exactly.
And he made some good plays too, like on that crossing route, being able to get his hand in there and knock it away. So still saw a lot of good stuff from 33. The game has become, and we'll get everyone's input on this, where if you win the coin toss, you send the defense out first, which I love. Like I had a lot of nerves in the game, and I did not want to go out. Like I hated when we had to go out first. Hated it. Because I was just way too juiced up. Like I needed to kind of feel the game a little bit, let our defense get on the field, and like I can calm myself down. I never felt like I never had good success on my first drive. I felt like, what is y'all's feeling of taking the ball first, especially with what George is doing on defense right now, giving up them touchdowns on the first drive? Like, would you just say give the offense the ball?
I like getting it after half.
Yeah, me too, man. I like trying to double up, get that double up opportunity at the end of the second quarter, and then you get the ball back, whether you're getting 3 points or, trying to get 7. I like doubling up right there. I don't know. I'm going to take I'm going to put the defense out there first.
Halftime adjustments. You won't want to sit over there on the bench for a long drive. You want to go out there and stay warm and get it going in the second half, because that's what it is. You got to win the third and fourth quarter. If you win those quarters in this league, you're gonna win most games.
I know No Sean wants a damn ball right away.
Nah,
you want it, or do you like defense going first?
Me personally, I really don't care. Like being a player, but strategically, I like to kick first. Strategically, just to get like all other guys said, get the ball in the second half, maybe put some points on before going into the halftime break. And then you come out and put some more points on the board. So that's beneficial. But playing wise, man, it didn't really matter. What we doing? Receive? Let's get it. Let's get it. It is what it is, bro. Let's go.
Did the defense care, Boykin, that you guys, I mean, it always is defense first with the option?
Yeah. I'll speak for the defense first. I think it's I think it depends on the type of team you got, right? Like, so obviously our team, I wouldn't say even this year, but like the identity of this Georgia team has been like a defensive minded team, right? So obviously they want that, and they got the identity to go out there first. But I personally hated going out there cold, straight up, like as a DB, as a corner, like I'm cold. We just get in the game, and then you got somebody like TK hitting you with three of these at the line of scrimmage, going for a go route on first. First play of the game. Like it's not a good
I do feel like it takes more for the offense to get their juices going. Like defense, you guys can just get out there and just play base coverage and kind of ease into it a little bit. Offense, there's a lot more things that kind of need to get oiled up to be able to execute.
You can run the ball the first 2 plays, get a first down, kind of ease your way in. Defense, we're susceptible to giving up a 50-yarder the first play, because
and I'm susceptible getting sacked or TFL knocking us behind the chains. Then it's first or second and 14, and No Sean's gone again. See, like that, like you get put behind a little bit.
But me personally, as a kick returner, I always wanted the ball. I always wanted to kind of dictate.
I gotta get a new.
Well, from that standpoint, Boykin, you kind of set the tone. You know what I'm saying? Like you set.
I like that.
because he was a returner. So he set the tone. So yeah, I would, if I was back there, I would want the ball too.
Yeah, so I kind of side with y'all offensive boys, but it's not fun being a defensive guy, like having to go on the field cold. It's not.
I feel that.
All right, let's get into a little bit more specifics on the offensive side. We'll bring back our defensive guy here in a little bit. Tennessee, it was loud. We knew it was going to be loud. It was crazy. 3:30 game. Dolly was in the house. Tennessee was going to be juiced up. Number one team in the country, in your home turf. And the fans showed up, at least for the first 2.5 quarters, and they kind of just disappeared. So that's what happens when you beat some ass. The fans just start to get out of there a little bit early, which is always a beautiful thing to see. But Ben, we'll start with the offensive line first. Like, what did you see? How tough that environment's to play in, how loud it is, the communication, the getting off the ball. How do you think the big guys handled it up front?
I thought at first that you could see the adjustment, them trying to communicate. That's a struggle, but once they figured it out, you can tell they're doing the clap cadence. And my guy said one time he's anticipating it because that's the whole thing at a center. You're trying to anticipate the count. And one time he rocks, but hey, that's the Georgia way. We find a way to get it done, and we played 1 million linemen through the game like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
And I always hated it. Doing it was rotating, but I think that's what makes us so dominant. When somebody comes out, we have guys who've played in every single game, and you don't see a drop-off. So I'm happy they do it. I didn't like it as a player, but now I love watching it, seeing guys come in off the bench. Guys are fresh every drive, and they mesh well together.
Yeah. The luxury of having 7-8 deep at offensive line and being able to rotate those guys and not have any drop. It is unbelievable. Searles is sleeping like a baby right now. I'm for sure. Receiver wise, it was and running back wise, it was Dylan Bell's day, boys.
What you mean? You said it.
Dylan Bell's day.
You said it right the first time. Receiver wise, he is what he is. 86 out there doing his thing. But no, man, he did have a day, man, and the rest of the receivers had a day as well. It was kind of cool. Him and Marcus Rosemy-Jack Saint both touching paint, both having kind of career days, I would say, because those are two guys this year that have just been grinding, doing that dirty work. So it's kind of cool to see both of them just have days like they had out there, but everybody out wide, still chugging along, still doing their thing. So just excited to see those guys. Shout out to Coach B-Mac. B-Mac, keep doing your thing with those dudes. You got to roll them.
Sean, thoughts on your position group?
Disappointed for sure.
Boy. We're back to this again. Here we go.
I mean, my fault if I want the boys to really go out there and get their thing, get it cracking. I mean, all right, I know it's not just one guy running, but you look at Cody. Cody went crazy on them boys the week before. I thought someone would at least touch that 100 mark, this week on them boys. But once again, it was a running back by committee. I'm not mad at it. It is what it is. We got it done. We did what we had to do, but I just wasn't impressed. I thought we were going to have a day looking at Missouri the week before, but it's what it is. We had to, throw that pill around a little bit to these wide receivers. And I guess when the running backs got in there, they got it done, right? But I just wasn't super impressed. It is what it is.
For Christmas, we're gonna find a way to get Cody, Sean Cody signed Missouri jersey. Like I know you want that so bad on your wall.
200 on the ground, 100 and some change in the air. I mean, we can't do that. It is what it is.
No, so that joker runs hard. I give him credit. I'd love to have him.
Have either of you guys ever been given the opportunity? I know TK hell sure ain't been given the opportunity to throw a pass. But no, Sean, have you ever been given the opportunity to throw a pass?
Dog.
I've seen you throw a football, TK.
No,
you can't throw a damn football.
TK, you can't throw the ball.
Nah, man, we don't do that.
No, Sean?
Yeah, I threw one. It got called back. But I threw one to Massaquoi in the back corner, put him in the hedges.
I remember that.
They caught that thing on one. I think it was almost one of those same plays. It was a toss, probably one of the corn boss tosses. And I threw one of them things, got called back.
T-Dog says no, Sean, never happy.
I would be hard on them boys. Like I just said, we got it done. It wasn't like we had that many negative get win. I don't think any negative yards rushing. Every week I say the same thing. Kept it down, the distance short. Can't complain. Yeah. But am I wrong for one of the guys to have a Kendall Milton game like he did the week before? I love that. Let's have another one. Love you guys. But
you're right.
We didn't have it. It is what it is.
Game just didn't call for that, you know? It just didn't call for that.
It kind of did.
Tennessee's weakness was their secondary. Like that was their weakness.
Boys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Boykin, let's get back to the defense side real quick. The physicality, like you think DBs, you think a little soft, unless you're thinking about Boykin, of course. But like a lot of times, like DBs don't want to get dirty. They don't want to really get physical. You see guys kind of, especially in some of these bubble screens, not Georgia, like not Tyke, not Kamari. Like those dudes are nasty. Like talk about just their game and having that physical mindset, how rare that is at that position.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't think it's that rare because like if that's not in your game, you're not playing at Georgia. like you're not gonna play for Kirby if you're not physical.
Well, I'm not talking about just in Georgia. Kirby. I'm talking about like just in general for DB's mindset, like across the country. Like I feel like Georgia does take pride in being a very physical group in the back end.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I'd agree with that. I don't think you necessarily get that everywhere. Even in in the SEC, which people say is the most dominant conference, but it stands out on tape, right? Like we see this every week. You can't not see it. Like in terms of DB's blitzing, in terms of tackling, like we're not just getting dudes to the ground. Like we're being the enforcer. And so again, I'll say like you're not going to play at this current era of Georgia football if you're not physical, and not just physical, but like intelligent in terms of being able to make adjustments on a run. Like a lot of times this was the first week I'll say I was really impressed with our DBs, and not because obviously how the game turned out, but like if you were looking on tape, like they were plugging holes right to make the runs go to the perimeter after that first run, but like the fits of our DBs, right, making sure that they had outside leverage or just kind of like small things you don't really pick up on, like that's just second nature knowledge that they've been practicing. And so I was excited about that, but I got to give my boy Kamari Lassiter his flowers. Like he hasn't been getting a lot of pub, right? Like I think the Thorpe semifinalist list is already out. He ain't on it, but he should be because my boy is locking everything down, like everything. And so he's taking a huge step, and everybody has, right? Like the level of play is on another level. And I think like even if you didn't watch the game, you can look at like the third down efficiency in a box score, and it'll tell you a lot about a game. It'll tell you a lot. And
so our third down, you flip it to the other side, like offensively, our third down is just absolutely stupid. Like Ben, have you ever been a part of a team? Have you ever been a part of a team that's that good on third down?
Yeah, an offensive standpoint, offensively best in the country. Third down on defensive side, probably like top 5 in the country. Like that's hard to beat. That's hard to beat any team that does that. And so boys know how to get off the field, man. And I think that's a testament to these DBs being physical and locking stuff down.
That's what's so impressive. They're not getting a lot of sacks. Those DBs are straight locking them down. Nobody's open. They're getting hands on the ball, or they're just dirting the ball because nobody's open. They don't get enough credit, those DBs, of how good of coverage they've been doing, because it's not like, hey, I got to get rid of this ball because of the pass rush. They're sitting there. They have time if they want it, but nobody's open. They're cuffs out there.
Ben, have you ever been a part of an offense that's been this, or you, TK, Sean Thorpe, the offensive guys, that has been that efficient on third down, and just how impressive that is? Like, I just kept feeling like, man, at some point, knock on wood, there was going to be that moment where the third downs weren't going to work, and they just kept working and working and working. Start with you, Ben, first. Like, have you ever seen that before? And just how hard it is against defenses that bring out unique packages in third down to be that successful?
Yeah, 1 year for us, it sticks out for me. When I was 2019, we started out the season 2-4 because we lived in third and long. Everything was 3rd and 7 plus, and that's hard to live in. Now, once the whole second half of the season, our whole goal was getting 3rd and 6, and we're one of the best third down teams in the league. But if you put yourself in 3rd and long, the chances of converting is slim. But when I'm sitting there looking at Georgia, I don't care if it's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 10. I'm like, oh, we're converting. I have that much confidence that the O-line's going to hold up. Guys really don't want to pressure because if they do, Carson is going to find the thing and throw a pill right in there. I give Murray his credit. The boy is delivering the rock.
Dude,
Come on, boys.
Guys,
bro.
Come on, boys. If
Bro.
y'all want to jump on, I'll let y'all
Listen,
jump on
bro,
board.
bro,
I'll let y'all
listen.
jump on board.
Rock, you need to get his head
Listen,
around
I
this.
think this game. This what you say, Sauce?
I said no. He could throw. He throwing
Okay.
that thing. I ain't jumping on board. Talking about some first round.
Listen,
Too many quarterbacks out there,
bro. The ball, that seam he threw, it was kind of like a bang 8 to
He was wide open.
Marcus Rosemead. I don't care if he was wide open.
Yeah.
That was
That was a crazy throw.
rope.
That was a crazy
Bruh.
throw.
Rope. Nasty.
Look,
Who are you taking ahead of
Aaron been telling me every Tuesday that this man is a top 3 quarterback, and I do not believe it, right? Like, but this weekend,
Bro.
I kind of started believing a little bit. I might say he could go. I can see it now.
Who else you taking above him? Who else you taking above him?
I'm going to
Besides
tell you,
it's not even
Drake,
me.
maybe.
like Drake May. I watch.
It's not
him
even
and
me.
put
Y'all
my
know
cousins on
how
North
the
Carolina.
NFL works these days. Like everybody's kind of mom on like these 1 year, like
Oh, yeah,
you know what
I
I'm saying?
know.
Don't gotta. So that was what I was saying. But like TK said, dog, he making every throw, so it's kind of different.
Hey, Ben, I'll go to Ben. Ben, what were you about to say?
Yeah, so my cousin plays at North Carolina, so I watch Drake May every week. Like, oh, this guy's talented; he can move. I'm going to tell you, Carson makes better reads, better throws. Yeah, I think what's his name, Drake May, can run around a little bit, and he's done it for 2 years. But he's not playing in the ACC. I'm telling you, besides those couple misses early in the year, Carson, like he missed some throws at Auburn, some early in the season. The guy's been on. Like, I give him credit; he's on.
Yeah.
As selfishly, I want him to do it again because I want to win again next year. But he's put together a resume this back half of the season.
No, Sean, who you putting ahead of them? Like where do you if he decide to come out? Who's ahead?
If you're an owner, who are you taking?
Yeah, I'm a big Jaden Daniels fan, man. Honestly, I've been on him since he got to LSU. I just like the boy, man. I think he can do it on the ground, obviously, and he can do it in the air. He might not have that zip like Carson. Though they both can throw though. But
how tight those
I'm not
windows
saying
are
that
in the
Carson's not
NFL.
throwing that thing. I think he really is throwing that thing really nice. But just say it first round. I mean, he could maybe, but I'm going Jaden for me.
As the top quarterback in the draft?
Yeah,
Caleb's one. No, Caleb's one.
Caleb Williams is.
Yeah, Caleb's number one. I'm just saying if it wasn't
For
for Caleb, and I wouldn't even take Drake. I'll take Jaden number 2 for the second best quarterback. I really like Jaden.
Aaron, who is Carson's NFL comparison to you?
There we go.
Carson Beck.
Herbert.
Herbert.
Like Aaron, I'm bored. Everybody, who do y'all think like he's?
Someone
like,
hit me up. Someone hit me up when I posted about him this weekend because I said like I'm finally hopefully y'all jumping on board essentially, and someone hit me up with he's a more mobile Matt Ryan, and I was like I really don't hate that comparison at all.
Early in his career, yeah.
Yeah, like I really like that. Good size, great arm, takes care of the football, decisive with it. You know, can stand in there in the pocket and it's tough as hell. Like he kind of does remind me of like stature wise, trait wise, just a little bit more athletic Matty Ice.
A better moving Matt Ryan. I like that.
Okay.
I can give you that.
I like that too.
I'm trying to think who else.
I gotta see a little something.
There you go.
That's why I mean, I like that because
Man, did y'all see that comment for No Sean up here?
there's 2 things.
Which one?
By Christopher Kelly.
Who's Christopher?
It says UGA built houses for the homeless. No, Sean. Yeah, but did you see the color of the siding? They say you never happy, my dog.
Y'all put me up on a joke after. Put it this way. That line is holding up too. That boy got hella time back there. That's number 1. And that's pretty much it, really. I like what he's doing. He just got to keep it up. Keep it up, man.
You understand? Like if they go and beat Alabama, and if he stays on this trajectory and he continues to play like this, that'd be a win versus Alabama. That'd be a playoff win. That'd be a national championship win. Like to me, for him personally, he got to go. If Georgia wins a national championship, it's because he's going to keep playing like this. I don't know. I hope he doesn't.
Let's say again. You might well stay one more. Nowadays, and you're getting paid.
I'm about to say I'm gonna go talk to Matt Hibbs, the guy who runs the Georgia Collective, see what kind of package they could put together to bring him back next year.
Put something together.
Come on, Ben Jones. We know you got that bread. Come on, throw Carson some of that.
Got that super vet bread.
All the nice buildings that get built over there, they don't come cheap. I'm telling you. Golly.
Mm-hmm. All right. So all right, final thoughts. The win. I'll give my final thought first real quick, and I'll throw it up to anyone else who wants to talk about it too. The past 2 weeks, to me, there's question marks about Georgia. Like, could they really win a three-peat? Is Michigan the best team? Ohio State, or Alabama's trying to play really good all of a sudden, and whatever. These past 2 weeks, I've never been more confident that Georgia's the best team in America and Georgia's going to three-peat. Based on what I've seen from Michigan, what I've seen from every other team, and then what I've seen from Georgia, them peaking at the right time. There ain't no one, knock on wood, if Georgia stays healthy, ain't no one going to beat the Dogs the rest of the way. Like, the three-peat, I feel really good about that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to agree, and the reason that I do agree is because I don't think I've ever seen an offense at Georgia exploding like this. Offense is exploding. I don't think I have, and they're getting better and they're getting healthy. Yeah. So I don't think
the offense last year was better than this offense this year.
No.
I think this year's offense is better.
Yeah, this is the best offense they've had in 3 years.
I mean, they're out there.
I think this offense is very comparable to last year. Very
comparable. I would say comparable.
But I think the difference for me, I agree as well. I agree. I think this team is primed for another three-peat, bearing injury or anything crazy. But like, I think the difference is, like, every year there's like a one side of the ball that's just better than the other. Like, right, we can see that. And so this year,
got knocked out.
Did he really?
Did he? Damn,
put this game out. He got snapped by who?
This year, I think the offense and the defense are equally as dominant. Maybe not as dominant as it has been in the past, but dominant enough collectively to beat everybody else.
Yeah, I'm with Tiki. I think this is the best offense they've had, though. I think
y'all boys be on it, man.
The way they're playing right now, they were
comparable. I would say they're almost even, but last year, bro,
they were better this year. But we're missing your boy McIntosh. If we
that's it.
But like, position by position, like, and I love Stet, man, and I love what Stet was able to do from like a leadership standpoint, a creativity standpoint. But we just talked about, like, Carson's a first-round pick this year, definitely next year. Like, that could be the number one pick in the NFL draft next year if he comes back.
Next year. Definitely.
So, like, I'm giving advantage quarterback. I'm giving advantage offensive line. I'm giving advantage receiver. I'm giving advantage tight end because Brock's a year older. Like, this is a better offense. The only thing that's not is, I mean, it's the running back spot, and that position's kind of been banged up all year. But every other position, I would say, and Ben, you correct me on the offensive line, I would say every other position's an upgrade.
I agree.
Yeah. Branson never got hurt. We wouldn't even be saying that about the running backs either.
True.
True that. All right, boys. It is Thanksgiving week. What was your fondest memory of this week heading into the Georgia Tech game? Ben?
Eating that dang turf. I hate Georgia Tech. Hate them. Tell them we had that grass in our dorm room, TK, for what, 2 years?
Forever. That boy had a turf in his mouth, dog. That boy, what, bruh? Something wrong with you, for real, man.
Ben had turf, dreads. I mean, just
centipedes, all water bugs. Ben to eat whatever for some money.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I'm trying to think. Someone in the chat asked earlier too, has anyone lost to Georgia Tech in this room?
Yes.
We all have.
Yeah.
No, don't you say we all have. I have not lost to Georgia Tech.
Except for you.
We lost my no-shots last year and our first year.
What's that like from a player, like, knowing that all year? Like, how much shit did you guys get?
They tore our hedges up. It was awful. Then the next year we were bad, and they went to the ACC championship, played in the Orange Bowl, and we beat them. We ran for like 400 yards because Joe Cott's elbow went out the first drive, so he couldn't throw the ball the rest of the game.
But that year they beat us. They were like number 5 in the nation. That was like a different Georgia Tech. They had like
They run
What
that wing
happened to them?
T,
How are they
whatever.
so good then and just disappeared?
They had who they had it? They had DT.
Yeah, they had DT. They had some dogs. They had Morgan Burnett.
Morgan.
They had
Morgan.
Jonathan Dwyer was back there.
Morgan. Yep. Yeah, they had some boys. They weren't running that stupid option either. They was like throwing it around.
No, they were the option. That was the first year of it.
Nah, I'm talking about the
08?
Oh, you're right. They were running it. They ran it.
Because
my worst memory is having to like practice for that option. Like, remember that TK? We all had to. We had like a period every week up until that. So we had a period for 12 weeks. For 5 minutes, we would practice some stupid ass cut blocks.
Bro, that was so funny.
Just to get ready for Georgia Tech week.
TK, did you ever have to run scout team? Like, did you ever have to do the cut block?
Nah.
Because he was hurt
Yeah. I was hurt. I was hurt my freshman year, so I missed that.
Oh yeah, thanks to Noshan. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you know that guy always trying to hurt somebody.
Just trying to run someone's ass over.
Let's hit on that. George Pickett when he whooped that Tech guy. He held him by the face mask and beat him against the wall.
Yeah, George Pickens a dog. He's still a dog out there.
Pickens got to get out of Pittsburgh, dog.
You don't like him there?
Can't throw.
Oh yeah, Kenny Pickett. Yeah,
don't worry, they're gonna get Carson Beck next year. It'll be a little Georgia connection.
I like Pickett got to get out of Pittsburgh.
Mike Tomlin. I feel like Mike Tomlin's daughter is a gymnast or something like that at Georgia.
You can't just feel that. You have to actually know it or not know it.
I think I saw that on social media that she like is going to Georgia to be a gymnast. I think So
they got some weapons too with a couple receivers, tight ends. He would fit right in with them. Late pick in the first.
They got Darnell there too, big tight end.
Oh,
they're wasting them.
They're like the new Philadelphia Eagles. Just draft a bunch of Georgia boys.
Took a tackle in the first round.
Yeah, she's doing in the fall.
She's going in the fall. She's going in the fall.
Ironically, they're like almost 7-3 or something, and they only been having like 100 yards of total offense every game. It's the craziest thing I ever seen in my life.
So they got TJ Watt over there catching interceptions and sacking everybody.
Man.
All right, boys. Georgia Tech 6-5. Game is in Atlanta.
I don't like it.
Last game of the season. Obviously, SEC championship is the next weekend. Is there any worry, Noshan, of looking ahead and letting this one kind of sneak up on them a little bit? Because you got Thanksgiving on Thursday. You'll be fat and happy. You'll be feeling good after them pies. You got Alabama the next week after that. SEC championship.
What kind of pie? Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie?
All the pies. Every pie. Straight Todd Gurley style, where Todd gained 10 pounds in 2 days and showed up on Friday overweight, but still ran for 200 yards. Like that kind of eating. Like, no, Sean, are you worried the dog's going to look ahead? Like Auburn just looked ahead past New Mexico State.
New Mexico State was playing though. No, I don't believe so. I just feel like we're on autopilot now that everyone's going to be focused. First of all, Kirby and the staff, I don't going to let the guys get complacent at all. So I feel like this is one of those games where you go into it saying, nah, let's just get up big so we can be sitting in the third and fourth. So I think, maybe they'll start off slow, but once we get rolling, we're going to put it on them boys and the stars will be sitting on the side.
Anyone else? Any concern that this is just, you've had 2 really good weeks. Can you do it for 3 heading into Atlanta the next week?
No, they beat them.
Not a noon game.
No,
that's not right. No.
Everybody knows. Like everybody knows what's at stake. Everybody knows how Georgia plays week in and week out. Everybody knows the standard. The standard is the mother freaking standard. Every week. It don't matter. We trying to win. We trying to kick somebody's teeth in. So I don't see anything happening other than that next week in Atlanta.
They're gonna play though. They're gonna definitely play. I mean, how great would it be to knock off the number 1 team? And you know what I mean? And it's Georgia, bro. They're gonna be ready. They're gonna play a whole 40.
Boykin, concerns?
Well, yeah, I told you like this was kind of my biggest concern game out of all the ones we had left, just because it could be kind of like a trap game. But I don't think that we need a effort like an Ole Miss or, you know what I'm saying, to win this game. I just think we can't come out slow. Like,
yeah.
It very well may be one of those games we run the ball and, you know what I'm saying, do what we need to do to get out healthy. But I also think that they're trying to run the score up and do what we do. And again, Georgia Tech kind of like was in this game last year. So it ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we know what's going on. So I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be ready.
Are we gonna act like we all didn't play for Coach Bobo and he hate them too?
Yeah, he hate them.
He hate them too, bro.
Did anyone like him?
Nah, but
I hate Georgia Tech.
Yeah, bro, they about to. Boy.
They're not even relevant to me. I honestly forgot about this game on the schedule.
Damn,
like
that.
We're gonna steamroll these. We're gonna beat them by 40.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same.
Lastly, on the whole Tech thing, are you guys surprised? Because it's kind of like, I guess it's like Vanderbilt in the sense that you can't have a good football team in the middle of Atlanta in this state, which has so much talent.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Is it crazy to you? Like, they can't figure out how to win and win consistent, especially being in the AC. It ain't like you're in the SEC too. Like, you're in the ACC. How can you not win being in this city?
You want to live in downtown Atlanta? I don't.
There's plenty of dudes that
don't. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of kids that would love to live in Midtown Atlanta.
No,
I think it's just Athens. They don't have the right. Maybe they do now, but in years past, they just haven't had the right staff and culture, bro. Like, nobody respects it. You know what I'm saying? They had it with Paul Johnson. They had a good thing going, and he was creating the culture. But nobody fears Tech, so then nobody going there. They probably ain't got no NIL money either, so they definitely ain't gonna be winning these days.
They got plenty of rich boosters. They just don't care about football.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They ain't giving it to the football program.
That's the problem. All right. Before we get into score predictions, two things. One, we appreciate everyone jumping on the stream once again tonight. Near about 400 people in this thing. We appreciate y'all showing that love and support. Make sure you go hit that thumbs up button right now. Take a second, hit that thumbs up button. Super easy to do. We appreciate that. And don't forget, we got a lot of great current student athletes shows this week. Javon Bullard's going to be doing his show with Jackson Meeks. We got Malachi Stark's show coming out tomorrow. We got Warren Brinson show coming out as well. So a lot of great current student athletes kind of giving you behind the scenes what's going on leading up to this Georgia Tech game this weekend. So make sure you go subscribe so you stay tuned to all that. And then second thing before score predictions, give me your number one, your favorite food for Thanksgiving and your favorite dessert for Thanksgiving. We'll start with TK first, work to Ben, Boykin, Noshawn.
Man, I've been frying this turkey the last 2 years, going crazy. But my sister make this fire sweet potato pie, boy, going crazy. So that turkey's going crazy from your boy, and then my sister's sweet potato pie.
Ben,
okay.
I need to sing that song like that lady. Yeah, man, I like them all.
How go, Ben?
You know what song I'm talking about? That
Oh no, do it one time.
Yeah,
do it one time, sweet Joe.
I like that sweet potato casserole, but I want that brown sugar and the pecans on top of that thing. I can eat it in the meal for dessert, man.
Man,
it's Thanksgiving. I gotta have some good dressing.
Okay.
Dessert,
is Vicky making that?
I'm so full. Just give me a slice of that pecan pie.
Boykin, what do you got?
I'm always gonna have me some mac and cheese, man. It gotta be done right. It's gotta be cheese, gotta be, you know what I'm saying? When you pull it out, the cheese still gotta be coming off with the spoon. I need that in my life. So I'm definitely gonna have a couple of them. And then we're gonna have some apple pie with the ice cream. But I only like the crust. I don't really do the other stuff. Did I say apple pie? Thanks.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
I'm with Katie on this one. Oh no, definitely not the Cards. Sorry, Ron. Connor. Turkey is overrated. Fight me. We ain't even having turkey in our household this year. We ain't even having turkey.
What you eating? Ham? Chicken?
We're doing some ham, and we're gonna do a nice
beef tenderloin,
like a prime rib, like a big old prime rib.
That's for Christmas.
So why not? We do it here in the Murphy household. A little prime rib, little ham.
Y'all starting a little
Hell
tradition
yeah.
over there?
No Sean likes that. He agrees. No Sean, what do you got?
I'm
You
right
some
with you.
chitlins? Murray, you ever ate chitlins?
Hell no. I ain't never eat collards either.
You ain't never ate collard greens?
You ain't never had
No.
collard greens, bro?
Hell no.
Oh,
Murray.
Dang,
God.
my
Is
boy.
it good?
Missing out. He from Florida. I forgot.
Yeah, it's true.
All
I am in
right.
Florida. All right, no Sean, what we eating? What we eating, no Sean?
Yeah, same thing. I'm not a big turkey eater, but we'll have the turkey. I'm a mac and cheese, just like you, boy. Mac and cheese, and I don't like any kind of pies. I'm not a Thanksgiving kind of guy. I'm a real turkey eater.
Who?
That's sad.
Yeah, I'm good.
Love me some Thanksgiving. All right. Score prediction time. You know we leave No Sean last for our score predictions. He's super Mr. Grumpy right now because of the running backs.
It is what it is, man. I ain't gonna give him credit to
Aaron eats kale. No, I just don't eat turkey. All right. Let's go. TK, same order. Score prediction. Georgia Tech, good old-fashioned hate week versus them Bumblebees. What's the final score going to be?
What we averaging? 45? Bobo?
We're scoring
40
41 points per game. 41.
Gotta go 40. You mean 48 to 10?
You don't think they take the throttle off at all? Kind of put the backups in? All right, Ben, what do you got?
Damn.
45-13.
Boykin?
I'm going to go 42-10.
I like that.
Yeah.
Damn, some ass whoopings
Yep,
here.
49-10.
Woo! No,
like that
Sean.
Yeah, we up there, coach. What's up?
What?
Like
No
We ain't
Sean
gonna
like
win the
that?
ball, but we gonna be high.
No Sean like that?
Yeah.
This is what it
All
is.
Let's think. Georgia Tech right now is giving up 31 points per game, which is 13th in the ACC.
Yikes.
So that ain't good. That ain't good. I'll go 45-10. 45-10.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Get in, get out. Get them back up. Some PT would be nice. Get the boys rested for the SEC championship.
Get 100 yards.
Somebody said you better than all the Falcons quarterbacks right now, Murray.
Let's go. I ain't gonna lie. I threw a football at the Mississippi State game. I threw the football around with like some kids were on the field pregame, and my elbow yesterday woke up, felt like not good. So that ain't happening. I'll stick to golf. I'll stick to whooping TK's ass on the golf course. Speaking of golf next week, boys.
Let's
All
go,
right.
all of it.
Let's go. All right. That is another edition of the Players Lounge Letterman show here for the University of Georgia. We'll be back next week with a special show leading up to the SEC championship game, maybe a live show later in that week as well. We'll keep you updated if we are able to get something done there. We'll also have some giveaways next weekend. So we will get those rules out this week. Be on the lookout for that. And don't forget all of our current student athletes, all their shows will be coming out throughout the week leading up to the game versus the Bumblebee. So with that, we'll see y'all next week. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.